We got another piece of news surrounding Giannis. Two-time MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo is ready for a new home at February 5th NBA trade deadline or in the offseason as several rival teams make aggressive offers to the Milwaukee Bucks for him, and the franchise is starting to listen. That is, of course, from Shams Charania early yesterday morning. How we feeling, boys? It's like the third or fourth tweet similar to this. Yeah. Right, where he was thinking about his options. Mm-hmm. He may have had conversations with the team about going to the Knicks, and now this is not official, right? Because it didn't say he requested a trade, but it seems more official now than any time.
Yeah, I take this as official, especially reading the article and seeing Sham say that he told the Bucks a couple months ago that they probably should split ways.
Yeah, I mean, he said he was giving them a 25-game window. They obviously have exceeded that. So, and they are sitting at the 11th seed, and it seems like there's no daylight of them even getting into the playoffs. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I definitely think that Giannis probably said, I think it's time that we start exploring our options and seeing what's best available for us both as partners here. Because I don't think Giannis wants to lead the Bucks hanging high and dry. I think he loves that city. He means everything to that city, and that city means everything to him. And so I think he's going to try to do his best to make sure he's good and also that the Bucks are good.
Mm-hmm. Now that I disagree with. I think Giannis' full attention is on making sure he does good. I don't think Giannis cares anywhat about, hey, man, don't trade me to the Knicks. They package ain't good enough for Milwaukee.
I don't think that's how it goes.
I don't think that's how it's going at all. I think it's like, hey, if you can get me to the Knicks, you can get me to Golden State, you can get me to Miami.
I even saw Toronto.
Yeah. Toronto was always my sleeper team, but then they said that Scottie and Ingram are off the board, and I think you would have to include quickly, and that becomes a mess. So.
Apparently, Karl-Anthony Towns from Sam Amick is frustrated with the Knicks due to his feelings towards the Giannis Antetokounmpo trade rumors.
Well, good luck, buddy. Like, that's part of being in the NBA. That's part of making $50 million. You know, you might be in a rumor or two. It's cool.
It wouldn't be his first time, right?
I think deep down, and this is why it's like the Giannis situation is simple and complex at the same time. The simple part is he just wants to compete. Team's not good enough. The complex part about it is I truly think deep down he doesn't want to leave. Mm-hmm. He's built his legacy there. He's built communities there. Like it's a big part of what he's built is in that city. So I don't think he wants to leave. But again, like I said, the team is just not good. The only time they even look somewhat good and is when he's on the floor. And we've kind of seen that the injuries they've taken a toll on Giannis. He hasn't been always there. So I think that it's really how much time left does he have at a best in the world all NBA type level? Mm-hmm. I don't know if he's willing to wait those 2-3 years to kind of for the Bucks to rebuild, or maybe it's 2 years to rebuild. You might as well capitalize on what you got right now.
One thing I can give the Bucks credit for is they've always tried with Giannis. Like in the report, Shams mentioned that before the season started, John Horst and the Bucks went to Giannis and tried to say, hey man, maybe we should take a gap year. Yeah. Just let us be bad, let us do this. And Giannis was like, no, I don't want to. And they said, fine, we'll stretch Damian Lillard's contract and go get Miles Turner. Even though we all know that that's not going to get us to no championship, if you don't want a gap year, we'll try to make the team better today than it was yesterday. And I can commend them for that. But I said last week on Small Ball that this was the first time where I looked at both situations and said, it makes sense on both sides to finally part ways. Yeah. You know, from the Bucks not being able to put Giannis in a position to win a championship on his side. And then also from the Bucks side, Giannis, like you mentioned, is not getting no younger. I think obviously he's still going to warrant all of the picks and all of the young players and stuff. But if you waited 2 more years, then obviously things go a little bit differently. There's so many great old players in the NBA, from the LeBrons, the Currys, the KDs, the Hardens, and so on. I don't know. Nobody knows if Giannis is cut from that same cloth where his game will translate to he's 37 years old. So this might be the perfect time to trade Giannis if you're the Bucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I also think that I'm excited to see Giannis somewhere else because, like, it was just kind of frustrating watching him try to drag that Bucks team, and it's hard to do that now in this league where one person can just drag a team to being one of the best teams in the league. It's kind of hard, man. And watching him do that and try to do it on a consistent basis, it's kind of frustrating because, like, if he's having an off night and he's on the court, the whole team just kind of stinks.
Yeah, this team is a lot worse than I think we even give credit to. I think they are bottom 10 in like offensive efficiency and defensive efficiency And in that group is them and like 5 other teams. And it's like the Wizards, the Pacers, all like the worst teams in the NBA, they're at the bottom with them.
Yeah.
And when you take that into consideration, when he has played this year, they're 15-15. Just not a good team at all. And I'm curious to see how this plays out. You know, Mike said that he feels like Giannis wants to go to a new team but doesn't want to leave Milwaukee. I think Giannis wants to leave Milwaukee. I just think he wants to do it in a certain fashion because some of the other guys that left, it didn't always look so pretty. KD left, Bron left. So I think that he don't want to just abruptly leave. And I give him credit for trying because, I mean, after the Dame situation, you can make an argument he could have just dipped in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He gave them a chance. He tried, and now we're here. My biggest thing is it going to happen now?
Sure.
Because the Bucks have said that they're not going to rush this. They want that blue chip young player.
Mm-hmm.
They want those picks, and if they need to, they feel confident taking it into the offseason. But then on the flip side for me is the market once you do that. It ain't that it's going to evaporate and disappear, but now Giannis is on his last year of his deal. Now he played the full year with the Bucks. Does he come back to the Bucks? Does his calf injury take him out the rest of the year?
Mm-hmm.
Teams now have, to look at Giannis and his health and all of that comes with it, and I wonder if that could damage the package versus now. Now it's like it's abrupt. Everybody's going to be thirsty. The trade deadline has been on pause, but at the same time, you don't want to rush it. But I feel like, man, if you do that now, you don't give teams time to kind of think it through. Almost.
Yeah, the
I
demand
feel
is
the
there.
opposite. I feel the opposite because based on now, I just don't know how many teams can provide you with what you're looking for, right? Between them saying that they will potentially want young players and draft assets, but also recognize that Giannis is making 48 to $52 million. You also need to, I would use the word gut, but use some significant salary to trade for, right? So I feel like it makes more sense that it happens in the offseason because I think teams will be more thirsty then because we do have an opportunity.
I'm on the side of they'd be thirsty to get the done deal before the trade deadline because he is that much of a player where he could make a team that's middle of the pack into an immediate contender.
But what would be that team that can provide what they're asking?
A Warriors.
What young player are we? Kuminga?
They just got all of their picks though. There's not
post-Steph
let's be
picks.
hon- let's-
Steph Curry picks, I
let's
definitely
be
can see
honest.
that being valuable.
Let's just be honest. Based off what they're asking, name me 5 teams that have what they even asking for outright.
The Houston Rockets have it.
Are the Houston Rockets giving it up? Because all reports say that they won't be interested.
I think that's why you wait to the off. I mean, if they look like that they did last night in the postseason, I'm sure they would maybe panic a little bit more.
Yeah.
To the point where they're giving up Amin Thompson and
Or Sengun, yeah. I think it's possible. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I think it's possible if you have a 37-year-old KD and you don't hit the heights that you want to hit. Like, man, we could use the third best player, the second best player in the world now. Even we just saw how Amin Thompson was guarding in that fourth quarter. That might be a liability. Now we pushed our timeline a little bit more, and now we want both of you. And I'm not saying it's the right thought process, but it's a conversation that might happen.
I mean, the most intriguing thing, I know the Spurs removed their hat from the whatever.
From the pool, I guess?
Yeah, and so they were the most intriguing team. But, I mean, the Knicks being a team, I mean, they couldn't get it done quickly, like with the Karl-Anthony Towns contract. But also, they don't have the young talent that I think would be intriguing, unless they view Karl-Anthony Towns as like a flippable piece. Like, y'all give us assets too, and then we get Cat, and then we flip Cat again, and then boom, it's kind of
And you one of the mock trades I saw that gave them Cat and McHale. So I guess you would sell them on being able to just flip those guys at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm anticipating this being able to go either or. But again, if Giannis misses the rest of the year with a calf injury, he comes back and you bring him in, and he also is going to be able to dictate where he wants to go to because he's on the last year of his deal. Yeah. So I don't think waiting is going to add 12 teams to the mix. If I'm just being, I don't think there's going to be like a 12-team race, whether you do it now or later. I don't think you should rush, but I think the idea of like the summer comes and it's like 6 more teams added. I don't think it's going to be one of those.
But there
races.
also is a world where some teams could call you and they offer you a package and it's like it's decent, but then you be like, we just gonna wait till the offseason, and those teams flame out, and then they give you more assets.
Or the opposite, they just pull their offer off the table.
Yeah, or the Rockets do better than they expect.
Yeah.
The Spurs double down on not wanting to put their hat in.
It's all a gamble.
Here's something I'm gonna leave y'all with before we go into our next break. If the Cavs flame out, would you trade Evan Mobley to pair Donovan Mitchell with Giannis? Just think about that for a second.
No.
It may be, well,
I'm in the Central Division. I'm not trading with my rival.
he thought about it for exactly a second.
Hit subscribe for more news, highlights, and analysis from the NBA on NBC.